Hey guys, I'm back and it is everyday carry box day and it's a fairly small box. I think it's maybe one of the smallest things that a subscription has come in. Actually no, Tac Pack was a padded envelope once and it sucked. But, you know what? Sometimes the coolest things can come in a small box. So let's not waste any time and let's just jump right into this. I'll be unboxing today with my Ontario Knives Spec Plus Area 4 Survival Knife. A little ridiculous, but it's what I got on me. So let's just jump right into this. So let's see. So we've got our advanced box. The advanced box total MSRP is $141.79, so that's pretty cool. So like with most boxes, we've got everything that comes in the basic box on down through. And I'm kind of excited to see. So self-defense. So we got a battle box self-defense box once upon a time. Now battle box being a much bigger, much more expensive subscription. I'm not expecting all that came in it. But let's see what Everyday Carry Box puts in their self-defense box theme. And we'll just take all the items out and look at it as we go. Love tactical peanuts. Alright, so let's start at the top. Let's look for the Kershaw AM-6 neck knife. So here is the Kershaw AM-6. Something I have not tried out before. Not really even ever looked at. Now they say the value on this is $24.99. I like that they have all the specs right here so I don't have to put text on the screen. It's 8CR13 MOV steel. Overall length is 3.25 inches. It's a 1.5 inch blade. It weighs 1.8 ounces. It's got a little molded sheath. Let's get right into this thing. So for the little guy itself, it's a little guy. It's slightly smaller than the push dagger that came in Battle Box. It is a very small blade. I don't have any paper here to do a cut test with at all. So I'm actually not going to today. But see here the product information printed on the blade, Almar design. It's got all of its stuff on there. Incredibly light, you know, at 1.8 ounces, of course. We've got a PETA kitty cat coming to check stuff out. Let's just take bets how long it takes for him to get in there and try to get that stuff. Fits nicely and securely into the little sheath there. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Here you go. Here, you want one? Want two? How about three? Comes out nicely too, if you needed it quickly. Very small, very easily concealed, I guess. I've said this several times in the channel. I'm not a neck knife kind of guy. I just don't like it all dangly under a shirt or something. But you do have a fairly long cord that you can hang it from. And it is pretty compact. It feels like G10. Packaging says glass-filled nylon, but it has a really solid feel on the handle. And, you know, that's about that. Really nice stonewash finish, though. Not a lot of metal to look at there, but of what's there, really nice stonewash finish. If you did have to pull this in a self-defense situation, you better know what you're doing and where to strike, though. So, item number one. Like it pile, don't like it pile. I'm not sure. I'm going to think about this for a minute. I like the finish. I like the feel. I'm not into neck knives. You know, that's my personal thing. So, you know, I'm going to put it in the middle, in the meh pile. Just because I'm not likely to use it for its intended purpose. I might use it for something else. Just not hanging on my neck. But let's move on. Let's look at the Lizard Lick Tactical Pen with an MSRP of $23.95. I've got a few different tactical pens. I don't have anything by Lizard Lick, I don't think. Lizard Lick Towing and Recovery Ron's Repo Tactical Pen. Now, I guess this is, I think I've heard of this show. It's another one of those reality shows. They tow your car away. They're dicks. I guess you know what we can do? We can use the neck knife to open the tactical pen. Well, it slices through plastic pretty easily. So anodized aluminum construction, it is pretty light. I don't see any specs on it. I'll have to look it up. If I find specs somewhere on the internet, I'll put them in text. You know, if I don't, I didn't find them. It does say it's made in China over there. It's got a nice crown. Whether you want to use it to break glass or somebody's temple, not bad. Does the pen retract at all? No, it doesn't. It just unscrews. So the pen is always out there, I guess. You know, the thing is, like, I like the colors on it. It's a little brighter, and I probably wouldn't. But the thing is, I don't want to carry around a billboard for Lizard Life or Lizard Lick Towing Company. I mean, just my personal preference. Don't really care about the show or them. It does have a nice little grip on it. Standard little ballpoint pen. I don't know. This is going in the don't like it pile. It's just I've seen and have much better tactical pens than this thing. PETA, here, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. This pen's just not. Nah. Just nah. Blah. So, and you know what? After having used it to cut that package, I kind of like this. I'm moving this guy to the like it pile. It's a nice little blade. I'll find something good to do with it. So let's move up to the DPX Gear Danger Tag with a suggested retail price of $7.99. Now these guys, I've wanted to try their Hess knife for a while, and I've just never gotten around to buying it. It has a little rubber tag, like a dog tag silencer, that would go on it, but I'm guessing you could take this and break this off and then get yourself a little jagged edge cutting blade to use. Now I don't want to do it right now, because once I do it, you know, I'm not going to be able to put it back. But it is very thin. Oh man. I guess, you know what? I've got to test it out for you guys. I've got to try it. Let's see if it really works. So it would fit in here, you know, like just an oversized dog tag. And then if you needed to use it, you'd pop it out of the little bumper, and then I guess, does this bend easily? I mean, how easily does this come off? Well, let's try. You know what? Not very. There we go. So I hope you got some time in your self-defense situation here. I mean, without something to help you bend the rest of that edge. You know what? It's not sharp at all. I don't know, I mean, I guess if you were to slice this on something fast enough, it might cut something. There, but I have a feeling that you just as easily could, no? Yeah, could use this edge just as well. $7, $8 for this? Yeah, I'm thinking no. This has got to go straight in the don't like it pile. This is, I don't know. I mean, all right, I could see how, you know, creatively this could be a weapon. But did you see how long it took me to bend that off and get out? I mean, if I had just done it fast, it would have bent the whole thing. So, yeah, going in the don't like it pile. I don't think it's very effective. I think it is very gimmicky. And, you know, for all that work, you could take a soda can and, like, bite through it and then rip it apart and have the thin, jagged metal, and it's the exact same thing. So, don't like it pile. 1 like it, 2 don't like it. Moving right along, the Windstorm safety whistle for $6.95. PETA, why are you all over every time I try to do a video now? Windstorm safety whistle from the makers of the world's loudest whistle. Adopted by the U.S. military. Warning, extremely loud. Alright, PETA. Try to hijack my video here. Let's see what you think of this. Oh my god, that is loud. Oh, wow. That is loud. And no moving parts. Jeez. Alright, I don't know how that's coming out on camera. That is loud as shit. Ow. Yeah. So, these guys are not kidding. Is there a ball in there? I guess there is. There is a little ball in there. Yeah, this is no joke. This hurts my ears just giving a little tiny bit of air in it. Windstorm, okay guys, Windstorm whistle, like it pile. For real, you need a loud whistle. $6.95, way to go. Ow. Cool. And it says will perform in any wet or dry environment. Sound will discharge above, on or below the water. I gotta try this underwater. I'm not going underwater right now, but the Windstorm whistle, definitely. If you need to draw some attention, it's going in the like it pile. I'm gonna, yes. Awesome. So that is everything that's in the self-defense basic box with a retail value of $63.84. Again, that is the suggested retail price. You can probably find things if you look around for less. Out of all of those 4 items, we're 50-50, 2 in the don't like it pile, 2 in the like it pile. And it's weird, because like one expensive item in the like it pile, one expensive in the don't, and one of the cheaper in each one too. Let's move into the advanced box though. Let's look for the SOG Twitch II lockback knife with a retail price of $71. SOG, they're hit and miss with me, man. Like some of their knives I love, some I just don't. I think a lot of SOG products are overpriced, and $71 retail for this little tiny knife, I think is, unless this is like all titanium, I think is very overpriced for this little guy, but let's see. So, that almost opened really smoothly. Does it have a spring? Is it a spring assist? I don't think it's a spring assist. It almost opens all the way every time. Almost. Now, I could... No, even if I... There we go. You have to really... I mean, you shouldn't have to force a flipper open like that. It should just go. But... Okay. So this is with a spring. This is a spring assist. And it doesn't even open all the way when you hit the flipper. You gotta be kidding me. This is what I was talking about. SOGs are very hit and miss. And they want $71 for this. That's their suggested retail price. Little blade. So here's advantages for, you know, your EDC self-defense kind of role. Small, relatively lightweight. I mean, it's all metal. This has got to be steel, not titanium. It has a lock, which is good because something like this, you know, if it fell in your pocket and that flipper got hit, you know, you wouldn't want it opening. So it does have a little lock that prevents it from shooting off accidentally. But the spring assist, I mean, it's an assisted knife and it doesn't even open all the way when you hit the flipper. You have to really give it extra force. You shouldn't have to do that with a flipper, especially with a spring. What the hell are you doing, SOG? Imagine, like, you know, you're nervous and you're taking this out in a self-defense situation. You know, now all of a sudden you have a knife. You go to hit somebody with that and it folds up on you. What the hell? Plus lockbacks are just my least favorite locking device ever, too. But if you give it an extra little flick, sometimes... You know, because I have big hands and it's so small, it's hard to get good traction on it to give it that extra little flick. It opens. Now I'm going to have to get some cord and some paper, though, because we have an actual knife we need to do a test with. Hey, Ethan. Well, at least it is, I mean, out of the package, razor sharp, very nice. At least it's got that going for it. And it is a pretty slim profile. Now, it's tip-up only carry. And it would appear that, you know, the clip is only mountable on one side, but I have a feeling you could probably switch those barrels around if you wanted to. and you could put the clip on either side because it's not recessed or anything. It just mounts right on the side of the knife. I still think $71 for this is really excessive for the product you're getting. That's the thing about SOG knives that I'm always talking about. They're very overpriced a great majority of the time. You know, a very similar size and material blade from Kershaw or Sierra KT would probably be half the price. And it would open reliably every single time. Just saying. So I'm going to put this in the meh pile, the middle pile. I think it has potential, you know, to be a good knife. I just think the spring sucks. I think that if you don't mind having to give it a little extra manual assist there, it could have some potential for EDC use and everything. Just, it's got a couple little issues there. So this is going in the middle, in the meh. And then the last item in the advanced box is the Executive Ice Scraper with an MSRP of $6.95. And I gotta tell you, I like items like this. Items that clearly have an alternate use from what they say. I don't know if you can read that. There you go. Choke Tool Corporation. It says it, Executive Ice Scraper, in 2 parts of the blade. But if you needed to defend yourself and hold it like so, I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it is some kind of polymer. And this would be a very... So yeah, could you use it to scrape ice off a window? Sure. And legitimately, could somebody tell you it's not for that? Nah. But this would ruin somebody's damn day. Now, I don't think it's probably sharpened like razor sharp, no. But you probably could work on it, get a little sharper. But still, a good punch to the face with that thing, that would mess you up. And I've seen different things like this. Oh, I can't think of them right now, but this is pretty cool because it's just sneaky. I like it because it's just sneaky because it says Executive Ice Scraper. We know what it is. We know what it's for. But, you know, if anybody said anything about it, you're like, no, it's an ice scraper, dude. It says it right there. It's Executive Ice Scraper. I'm sure that on their website or in their product catalog, it's advertised as an ice scraper that just so happens to make yourself a nice little self-defense tool if you need it. So that's pretty cool. This is definitely going in the like it pile. I like this a lot.
Let's see 1 minute.
You want to see 1 minute?
Yeah.
You want to sit with me?
1 minute.
You want to see some of that? Sure, you could see that. So this is a useful tool as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? You probably still could use it to scrape ice reliably off your car, especially here in the winter, until you needed to use it for something else. Very simple, solid little piece. Thank you for fixing that. Very nice. And then, you know, if, God forbid, you needed it in a situation, I wouldn't want to get hit with that thing. Not at all.
I got 4 and 5.
You got 4 and 5? Okay. So this is going in the like it pile. So grand total out of 6 items, 3 in the like it pile. We got 1 in the meh. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to like this knife, but for me it's just meh. And then we got 2 in the don't like it pile. You want orange?
Yeah.
I'm not going to add the numbers up of, you know, how much each pile's worth, but you guys can see here, you know. Great whistle. Awesome whistle. Nice little neck knife. I'm not going to use it for a neck knife, but I'll find a use for this nice little blade. And this thing's just devious and awesome. Decent EDC carry knife. I have other knives I like better for EDC, but it's got its uses, just way overpriced and doesn't quite function exactly right. And then you've got a cheesy, cheap tack pen that I'm never going to use, and this thing that we already talked about. So you can fix it. It's okay. You're doing fine. So you fixed it. Thank you. So all right, guys, there it is. There is January's Everyday Carry Box Self-Defense Advanced. So let me hear what you guys think. Would you have ranked these items in the same place as me, or how would you have looked at it all? Guys, I got videos coming out every single day this week. So some are already pre-recorded. I've got them set to go. Survival Boxes gets here on Thursday. Thursday we'll do some more shout-outs, and we'll get back to something that I have gotten a lot of requests to get back to doing. We will name a douche canoe of the week. Yeah, So anyway, guys, there you go. Everyday carry box. I'll be honest, I like it. Not thrilled, but I'm going to give them another chance and see how they do. You know what? I recognize it's not easy to put all these boxes together and make everybody happy. It's not, but, you know, I also want to spend my money and dedicate time on the channel to things that I think are worthwhile. Just my opinion, strictly, on what's going in here and, you know, the three piles and how stuff stacks up. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. You are all awesome, and I'll be back again real soon, which means tomorrow. You'll see me again tomorrow. All right.